channel.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, following, sharing. Welcome.
And so many ideas you guys are giving. You guys are the champ. We're liking the feedback, whether it be on this channel or our respective IGs and other places where you guys are meeting us with your suggestions. It's amazing. Keep it coming. If you're new to our channel, we are Trisha and Nicole, and we are the two girls in Dubai. And
today we have a
subscribe. Subscribe, and if you like what we're doing here, like our video, share with a friend. Give us more ideas. We have so many things that we are learning that we should do more research on, actually.
You guys are giving us the serious work. I mean, this is not kidding anymore. We are not doing child's play.
I think I have now a newfound respect for videographers and for YouTubers.
Content creators, you guys are serious about your work.
It's not a game.
No, it's not.
You don't just research. You don't just sit there and look pretty,
No, I thought that's the work, but it's not. Guys, you have to do the research.
And the editing.
And the
thumbnails. And the short all videographers and YouTubers out there,
we salute you. You deserve a national holiday for that. You deserve a day where you just talk about you guys. You're serious. So,
anyways, today we are doing a topic among the ones that you guys shared with us, and it is about job hunting in Dubai. It's more like
do's and don'ts.
It's more like a do's and don'ts. Things you can try on, things you should definitely avoid. To try to help you navigate.
Because the thing about Dubai is you come in thinking that it's the normal job hunt, but Dubai has taken job hunt from here to up here. It's a different jungle.
I know. For most of you who are still away from Dubai, who think that by the time you get to the airport you have your job.
Did you really just do it? But yes, I'm sorry. I'm not kidding.
Because it doesn't work like that.
I don't know. I mean, and there's not just one thing. That's the thing. Every place that I know mostly has like one theme that they go by for job hunting. In Dubai, anything that you do right could land you a job. So that's why we're
actually anything that you do might get you to the right place. Actually, here you just need to be at the right place at the right time. But you can work towards getting the chances of getting where you want. So we want to start from the beginning, very beginning.
Basic.
The first question that was asked was, does education affect my job hunting process? Like, can I get a job in my career? Do I need to bring my papers? Like, do I need school background for that? What would be your answer?
You definitely do, because the thing about Dubai is you will get paid your worth. The more your educational background is stronger, the more you've come from a stronger profile, the better chances, honestly, the better chances you have. But the beautiful thing, again, is even if you don't, there are still opportunities that we don't find in most of our home countries back in Africa. So definitely there are chances.
I think my take would be, don't only think inside the box.
Exactly.
Dubai is a place where you can reinvent yourself.
Definitely.
Yes, you might need your degrees and stuff, but you might also find yourself even without those.
Definitely.
So don't worry about having all the papers in the right place. Just come and try.
And be ready to work hard.
You can have a job in the career you have studied. You can have a job outside the career. You can start a whole new career, by the way.
Definitely.
I know someone who came here. She did not know what she wanted to do. She found herself in education. And she was there. She had applied just as an assistant. You know how you apply for front office and stuff. She got there, and when she landed there, they gave her training, and now she's a teacher.
That's Dubai.
That's
and
Dubai,
that's like not a thing back home.
It's not just education. Do not limit yourself to your education. Think outside the box. Don't just be in one box. That would be my safe place to go.
Yeah. And I think for me, when I came, I felt like Dubai is definitely one of those places where you can definitely chase your dream career. Because, you know, back home they teach us go for what is making the most money, study what is going to give you a profession that will make the most money. But here, if you love something and you're passionate about it, you're definitely going to succeed, because the most important factor that I found is persistence and not giving up. If you are persistent, if you're continuously trying to improve, you will get it. You will eventually manage.
Make room for learning,
Yeah.
and think outside the box. The second thing is, what's the way of doing our CV?
Guys, remove all the ideas of what you thought a CV is.
What did you think a CV was, though?
I mean, first of all, what's up with the pictures? Who knew? Guys, who knew? That was my shocker. Because I didn't think that it was necessary to have my picture stamped on my CV for it to be relevant. And secondly, I mean, I know that this is a smaller portion of the more, not as professional part of CVs, but here, people will literally create a CV according to what job you want. So there are things, like back home, you'll just take your CV and throw in a bunch of stuff that you've done.
Everything, like I worked in a restaurant, then I became a secretary, then I went to study medicine, then I became a nurse. Yeah. You have a 1, 2, 3 pages. Yeah, scratch that. Put a cross on that. There's no more than one page in the CV. Nobody has time to read your work.
I mean, if you're lucky and they're like willing to even look twice, make sure you give them the key factors, because they do not have time to read a 3-page CV.
And yes, you will be surprised to learn that CVs have to be for everything, single thing.
Yeah.
I remember when I was applying for a job, I had a CV for communication officer. I had a CV for PR. Mind you, in my country, it's almost the same thing. I had a CV for secretary. I had a CV for server.
Everything.
You need to create a CV
domain,
and make sure that the three experience you're having on your CV are related to the job title.
Which was mind-blowing for me. Mind-blowing, because literally there are places or experiences that you've had, but the qualifications sometimes don't match, because we're not experienced in all the same domains. So, for example, if I'm looking for a job as a secretary, if I put down that's the CV or the job point that I'm trying to go out for, then you'll have to sometimes you'll make up stuff, unfortunately, sadly. Maybe the first experience.
I do not encourage that.
Yeah.
I personally do not encourage to make up stuff. One thing I have learned is that when you read the profile, the job profile, you'll find the point that you are qualified on.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, please try and read the profile and adjust your CV according to the keywords that are used in a job profile.
Definitely.
That will help the HR and the people who are recruiting to picture you, to see you and be like, oh, maybe she's or he is what we are looking for.
Yeah.
Don't just jump a lot of mumbo jumbo there. People don't have time to read all this. Bullet point on experience, fix and accommodate them according to the profile of the job offer you are receiving or the job description you're receiving. Yeah. What I will do is that in the description box there's a website that I use mostly, and I think that's the one I shared with her and some of my friends. This one helped me kind of readjust my CV. It might not be what works for you, but who knows, maybe it works for you as well. The good thing about this website is that it's free. That's one. Two, the CV it does are not just for Dubai or for the UAE. Yeah. You can also use them in Europe. So it's the kind of CV you put in the system and the system just clicks you like, oh, we like her.
Yeah.
Oh, we like him. He's clean and neat, and that's it. So I'll put in the description box. I think the name is CV Craft.
Yeah, CV Craft.
I think the name is CV Craft. I hope I remember to put it in the description box. So we have come through the CV. Now let's ask ourselves, how do we even know that there are jobs there?
So, I don't know about all of our viewers. depending on which country you come from, the strategies are different. So is it in Dubai? There are websites. There are so many ways to find out if there's job opportunities. And the thing about Dubai is things move fast, very fast. I mean, per second, per minute. I don't know. There's a job that is being posted
somewhere.
Yeah.
Or not just posted, by the way, not just posted. I know a person who went to a company, by the way, that is something that is very much done in Dubai.
Definitely.
You pick your CV, you print them out,
and
you walk. Yes. You have to be someone who's really willing and ready to think outside the box.
It will
you
really
go from office to office, you go through malls, you go through restaurants, you go through fast food, you go through shops, so many places, and you get there, there's a place where you find, like they say, this is a box where you put your CV. And funny enough, people do get jobs in that area. I know one person who did get a job. She submitted her CV. The next day she was called.
There's so many that do get.
They went for interview. So if you want, you can just start by that.
Walk to that office, my friend.
Get out of your room. Get out of your bed.
Talk to that manager.
Take your CV. Dress formally, because you do not know who you're gonna meet. Sometimes you might get there and they're like, "Oh, you're ready, so come in. Let's do the interview."
Yeah, because image, my friend. Because of how much few time. People don't have time here. So managers won't have like a 15-minute time for you. They will give you 5 minutes and you have to make those 5 minutes count. So the first thing they'll be looking forward to is your appearance. That's already an image, a statement in itself. So after that, before even saying anything, will they give you because I could walk in with someone else who's dressed more formally, and at that second they'll be like, "Hey, come here, let's talk." And I'll be left out just because I didn't really put effort and preparation into it.
Not just that. The other thing that most African people have that
unfortunately
others don't have is that we have this English and language skills that we can use. Or French, depending on which country you are in. Use that.
Yeah.
Use that.
Use it.
Be confident.
Very confident.
Bring the vibe. Bring the swag. Just walk in as if you belong.
Yeah.
It works. Walk in as if you belong. Go to those malls. Go to those supermarkets. Of course, we are going to talk about the links, like she mentioned. We are going to talk about what links you can check into, what place you can apply into. But if you can just get your CV and get out there, you might already be halfway towards your job.
Yeah.
That's Dubai. You wake up with nothing. When you go to bed, you're a millionaire. So
it's definitely
it's as simple as that.
Moving
Get ready, be in a place. I know a friend, actually it's not me. I think she is the one who told me about this person who she's so serious about job hunting that she went straight to the Dubai municipality.
The
she
government
goes there to the government. She tells them, I want like the list of opening positions in this and this career. And by the way, they give them.
They do.
If you are a sharp person.
Information.
Some people don't do it, but here, if you ask for things, you get them.
Yeah.
They'll give you the list of these are the positions in the domain, in the department you're looking for. Start applying, start meeting people. Well, if you have the budget for it, which I did not have, call them for coffee.
You know? I mean, that would
create your own interview space. Like,
I mean, that blew my mind with the friend that I was telling you. So, in my career, in my domain, I'm in the medical field mostly. That's what I studied anyways. But she was explaining to me how she'll just walk up to go to see managers in different clinics and and she'll be like, I want to talk to the HR, I want to talk to the manager. And normally when I went job hunting, when I go job hunting, my thoughts aren't the manager and the HR. I'll walk in.
You want to meet with the front office and get out as fast as you can.
Where can I drop my CV? And they'll be like, oh, well, there's a box over there. No, she was like very serious. And people here, when you're serious about what you're saying, they hear you.
Pay attention. You know? They pay attention.
So she'll just be like, oh, I'm going to talk to the manager. Nobody questions why. It's like, well, do you have an appointment? Some people will ask, some won't. And when he's available, right there and then, she's got herself a meeting. And so it's just like a mindset and eye-opener really that you just need
You can go beyond what you thought was your limit. You can definitely go beyond.
Definitely.
But For the introvert and the shy people, you have other ways you can apply without going to knock into the manager of places. So we have set aside 5 sites that we think are used. You can add more in the comment if you know any other link, any other website, any other place where you can apply for jobs. Please add it in the comment below so that other people can actually see them and use them as well. But we have found 5 that are mostly used. So I will read them out, or you want to read them out?
No, you go ahead.
I'll read them out for you all so you can try them out. The first one is funny enough. The obvious, yes. LinkedIn. I remember when I got here, my sister told me that. She said, I'm giving you this task. Make sure by the end of this month you have 300 connections on LinkedIn. How many connections do you have on LinkedIn?
I don't even know right now, but all I know is they're not enough.
You should go into that. I didn't understand what she meant, but I went on. I started requesting connection with people that were going in the field that I wanted to work in. So I was connect, starting with my country, doing some research, asking myself to go in some groups here and there. And the next thing she asked me was to update my CV on LinkedIn. Believe it or not, I have a colleague we worked together who was recruited from their LinkedIn CV. So go back to your LinkedIn CV, make sure it is proper, it is clean. Some people will notice.
Yeah.
Some people will notice. And let's use the things we are using for good purpose. Don't just use LinkedIn to just like inspirational quotes.
I know.
Actually start engaging with the things you're using, you're working in. If you're in medical, start seeing what are the research that were done. Start seeing what are the posts that were made. Like them, react, repost. People will start noticing you.
Yeah. And I mean, the other thing is, even when you go to these sites, it's not really just about finding a job that they posted and you sending your CV. It's more about networking, you know? It's more about a connection and getting the proper channel. Because sometimes you'll send CVs and there will be no response. But you will maybe once in a while get lucky to get connected. Someone will say, oh, hey Trish, after months.
I checked out your CV and I think you would be proper for this position.
After months.
Oh, we work in this and this. Would you mind coming in for an interview?
Yeah.
We think you are matched. Just don't give up.
After
Make the connections. And speaking of connection, this one was not part of